Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday and we're going to start Monja March, and we're going to start off with this cutie and her lovely little friend here. Wonderful little Mary with her little lamb is what I'm going to call it. Hello MJ, hello Alex, hello everyone out there in Lurker Land. Now we are going to do this with Prismacolor. We're going to start with the Premiers, and we're also going to work in some Verithins. Good day, Aspie. Good day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. All right. So we're going to start on her face because that's usually where I start. All right. So we're going to zoom it in. Not sure if there's too many people here, but all right. And zoom it into her face here. I'm going to move that up a little bit so that you can actually see her face. There we go. Now we're going to start with gray lavender. Like I said, we are using the Prismas. This is on gray toned paper, so the colors are going to pop out of it quite a bit more than on white paper. Do have to be careful here and make sure that I don't color over the flowers. All right. Just going through and doing the deepest part of the shadow areas here so that I can see where they are. Okay. I hope everybody is doing well. I was able to pop into Shannon's and actually got to spend most of the stream in there, even if my Prismacolor swatch chart decided that it was going to talk. My swatch book anyway. All right. As you all know, every March I do Monja March, and this is a Monja Gates page. I have listed Monja's Etsy in the description below the video. I didn't list the pencils because, well, they're Prismacolors, and most people have access to the Prismacolors, so I didn't list them. All right, now we're going to start building on her skin tone. And we're going to start with Nectar. Hello, Kathleen. Welcome, welcome. Coming out from the shadow areas here. And again, I'm putting in the shadows around the flowers, trying to make sure that I don't cover the flowers. Or the hair. Gotta erase that. Didn't want her to have pink hair, and we got into that strand. I've missed so much with working that sometimes I wonder if anybody remembers who I am. I'm glad you guys do, though. Okay. And we're going to come up through here. This is just the sketch out. We'll be building those colors a lot more as we move along. Come up under the eyebrow here a little bit too. Sketch out the side of her nose here. The one thing about printing on gray tone paper is you do have a tendency to lose some of the detail in the page. So you have to kind of work that detail back into it. So that or else my printer is really, really shabby and it didn't print it very well. Aw, thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. Did manage to get a review done for the Lost Girl pencils. They seem to be pretty nice. I'm going to do a coloring with them sometime in the next month or two. This month I am going to do a lot with the Prismacolors because it is Monja's pencil of choice. Hello, Dawn. Welcome, welcome. All right. I think I'm going to come down a little bit more on this side here. This poor girl's nose is all I've messed up her nose a little bit, but we'll fix it here in a minute. And I want to come in under her eyes as well. Alright, and then we're going to go a little lighter with the Deco Peach. Trying to make sure I leave that eyebrow alone. I'm not sure if you guys can see the colors or not, but this is that stage of coloring skin tone where it doesn't look all that great, but it will. We'll trust the process. Yeah, it's Monday night. Hello, Mandy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm live every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And if this doesn't turn out the way I want it to, then we'll just print it off again and start over. Because it's a PDF, we can do that. I'm not used to using the Prismacolor pencils, so like I said, if it turns out, poorly, we do have the option of printing it off again and just moving on with life. Just going to go around the petal here and the petal here. Oh, very cool, very cool. I don't use Crayola very much, but I have in the past. I don't find that I enjoy Crayola pencils. I have seen some people that absolutely do beautiful things with Crayola. I am not one that does. Just like I don't do all that great with Prismas, but I'm starting to learn how to work them. Does take me a little while to figure it out though. Exactly. That is the great thing about PDFs. I can just reprint it, especially when I muck it up. All right. And I'm going to erase that because that's gone into that hairline there, and we don't want to put a skin tone coloring under or on that hair from her eyebrow. So we'll fix that. Just erase most of the color, and then I can come back in with the actual hair color, and then it won't look so bad. All right, now we're going to come in with, let's see, come in with a bit of eggshell. And I know this is going to look a little yellow, but it won't when I'm done, hopefully. I am not. I have seen Sammy's thing, but I am a little bit behind on a lot of things. So I will try to do it, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to get much of it done. I have looked at it, and I think I have downloaded it. At least I attempted to. I can't guarantee that I got it right, but I do believe I was able to download it. And we're going to base coat everything with this color, bringing those peach tones and pink tones together. Hello, Shannon. Yeah, the checklist challenge. Not really a scavenger hunt, it's her checklist challenge. It's year long, so I might be able to get a few things done on it. Hello, Britt. Yeah, that's going to be a little difficult, absolutely. Unless you can tie yours and hers together. I think you'll be able to do it. No, you haven't missed anything. I'm sorry that you're not sleeping well, Dawn. I've been so tired and so busy that I'm sleeping perfectly fine. By the time I go to bed at 9 o'clock, I'm out, which is abnormal for me. However, I still wake up, several times throughout the night, but being completely out as soon as I hit the bed is very abnormal for me. I know this is looking very strange, but it will even out as I go. Just going to add the cream tones here. This way I don't lose the highlights as I go along. Trying to channel my inner Monja, and it's scaring the heck out of me. I must admit. Alright, that's where we're going to start with that. And then we're going to go into I think we're going to use a little bit of beige. Tone down this a little bit more here. And for all of those out there that have seen Monja's work, you know what I mean. Yeah, no, Sammy is wonderful. She is absolutely spectacular with her coloring, and she is just such a sweet woman. She is so sweet all the time. I think you would enjoy her. Make sure that you check out her videos because yeah, they're phenomenal. I used to watch Sammy, and I was always so afraid to chat in chat because there was so many talented, wonderful people in chat, and I was just barely starting and didn't know anything. But I've always loved watching her color. Yes, Monja does such beautiful work. And she is such a whiz with Prismacolor. I am making a mess compared to what she would do. Hello, Catherine. Hello, B. Yes, I don't use a whole lot of Prismas, so most people have gone through at least one layer of their Prismas, for certain colors that they use. I have not because I am not great with Prismas, and I am slowly learning how to use them, but they are not something I am fantastic with using. I do tend to shy away from them quite a bit. Fix that. I think I've come too far down on her lip here. No, not my go-to pencil. Absolutely no. They're actually usually the last ones I'll grab, oddly enough. The white is usually the only Prismacolor that I will grab at all times, the white and the black, because both of them are fantastic pigmentations for those colors. All right. And then we're going to grab our light peach. The Varathins are a tricky thing. I use my Varathins for those very fine lines that you need to put in, like hair. I'm going to be using them on this for hair, as also into some of those smaller areas. Like I can take my Varathin peach color here. I think this is on light peach. And I can just go very quickly through here and get those shadows and those lines in there. But it is definitely a pencil that you would use to get those tight areas. Not as much as you would use the, oh, sorry, not as much as you would use the premieres. However, if you're going to use just the Varathins, make sure that you've got a smaller picture because the Varathins are really, really hard to use. Yeah, mine, the one out here is really empty. There's only one in the little town that is in the area that I work, and has never had a great coloring selection or art selection, and they are definitely less so now. I'm going to take a little tiny bit of green. I think I want to use this one. Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of chartreuse here And see if that helps. A little bit in through there. Yeah. Maybe not chartreuse. We're going to go with this one, which is spring green. Just got to tone down this white a little bit. So the peach is going to stand out a little bit more. And blend that in. There, that's better. And a little bit more of this. This is where I'm going to start blending that color and getting that right tone that I want. Hello, Tuko. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Yeah, if yours has a good selection of things, then you know it's worth the money, but mine has never really had all that great of a selection. So it's never been a good amount of time spent in there. Especially with Hobby Lobby in the same mall, makes or the same vicinity, makes it a little more difficult for them to have a lot of funds coming into them. Yeah, I stream every Monday night. Monday, you know, unless I'm sick or something, but usually every Monday night. All right, then we're going to take this green and we're going to come in through here. Just putting a little bit in those highlighty areas. And then we're going to tone it down with the nectar. In the darker areas here. I stream on Monday night and Saturday morning for anybody that is new to the channel. Saturday night and Monday morning are my normal stream times. I did stream at a strange time last week because my internet decided to die on Monday night. So that's why the stream was on Wednesday last week, because my internet decided that it was not going to be nice to me. So I had to stream at an abnormal time. Now I'm going through with that light peach. And then we're going to grab the peach. There it is. We're going to just start working our way down her face. And hopefully this won't look terrible. I don't know. I don't have it currently in my possession. So next month is usually well, next month is my birth month, so next month I do a lot of, because Easter is coming up as well as my birthday and things like that. So if it comes out and I actually have it, I haven't been buying a lot of things, so I don't have the book itself. So if I do receive it before my birthday, then probably I will do some Kirby next month. I haven't heard wonderful things about the new Kirby book. It does look a little intimidating, but I will hopefully be able to color in it. March 18th, yeah. I have a few Kirby's. I don't have a lot of Kirby, but I do have a few. I do like some of his work, but sometimes it's really, really busy, and unfortunately, so am I. And coloring really busy sometimes when you're busy is difficult. All right, now we're going to come down here with that light peach. And then we're going to come in with the green. On her nose here and up into the highlight area of her nose. Hopefully I haven't completely ruined her nose. Nice. You think it's a busy book? Yeah. I think it's going to be as well. Like I said, I haven't actually seen it because it is something that I intend on purchasing. I don't usually watch flip-throughs of books that I intend on purchasing for review. So if I think I might do a flip-through of it, I won't watch somebody else's because I don't want um, somebody else's views tainting my own, if that makes any sense. I want to be able to look at the book with fresh eyes, if that makes sense. I think it's going to be a one-off, but I'm not sure. If he chooses to make it a series, then, that's something for him to do. I do believe that at this point, though, it looks like it's just going to be a one-off. But like I said, I'm not him, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, I'd just like to be able to. I do have books that I do watch reviews for because I'm not sure if I want to buy them. So I will review them, watch a review of them, dependent on who's doing the review, especially if the person doing the review has the same similar taste to me. I will watch their review and decide whether or not I'm going to buy the book. But for books that I think I've got on a buy list, it's something that I won't watch a review for. I'm going to take a little bit of this one and blend that green in a little bit more. So I'm using the eggshell, no, the beige, sorry, to blend some of that green in a little bit and softening those lines, softening the edges of those colors as they come together. It does take down the peach color a little bit, so it takes some of that orange out, giving you more of a highlight. So it tones down some of that pink color. Is what Monja told me anyway. And I think I'm going to grab this one. We're going to come in through here a little bit more. And this is salmon pink. Bring that shadow down a little bit. Hello, Celine. Yeah, sure, sure. You're fine. You can forget what day it is, dear. It's fine. Uh-huh. That's exactly true, Aspie. Absolutely. I am using spring green. That's okay. You are fine. All right, and we're going to take this. We're going to come down through here. And this is where the color starts to, where the Prisma starts to bug me. Because the color starts getting really thick. And I'm not done with the tones that I want there. And sometimes they will show color, heavy color where you don't want it to. I have no idea how Monja does it with layer after layer after layer of Prismacolors. And she just keeps going and going and going. Yes, the Brute Funer squares come in and out on Amazon, depending on the seller. I have had actually to look for them on um, other sales sites. The only place that I have found them lately is on Temu. I haven't even found them on AliExpress lately. All right. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I am slowly getting the hang of some watercolors, but I'm not perfect with them or even fantastic. Um, but I am finding my way with them. I really like the Brute Funer squares. I actually like most Brute Funer pencils. There's only one set of Brute Funers that I won't recommend to anybody, and that's the Black Barrel Brute Funers. Um, the originals, the squares, the 520 set, all of them are really, really good pencils. So I'm just going back and forth between Nectar, light peach, and peach, as well as a little bit of the green right now, and building that color up, putting the nectar into the shadowy areas and the green into the highlight areas, and then blending that in with our lighter colors. Nah, it only took me a couple of hours to swatch out the whole Brute Funer 520 set. I think it took me 3 hours to swatch them out. Bruno has a fantastic swatch chart for them. The swatch area is quite small, so it doesn't take very long. It's putting them in order that took me forever. Yeah, if you watch my swatch video for the Brute Funer 520s, there's actually a link for the 520 swatch chart that was created by Bruno. He is a French YouTube artist that did create the swatch chart that I use. And he did such a perfect job. I don't think that I could do any better with it. So I honestly don't mind using somebody else's swatch chart if their color order and their um, design is in the same sort of order or design that I would put them in. And he does a really good job of it. So there is no point restructuring the wheel at that point. Just blending that in. Take a little bit of the beige. And soften that edge a little bit. I know this is probably looking pretty dastardly. It will come together. I promise. I hope. I'm hoping it'll come together. I am trusting the process at this point. I watched Monja do a skin tone before I came on, and well, before Shannon came on. And I am trusting her process. And hopefully I don't mess it completely up. Hello, Blue. I'm going to take a little tiny bit more of that gray lavender. We're going to come into that shadow a little bit more here, because that shadow on this side is quite a bit darker from her hair. Same with over here. But we'll get to that when we get over there. We're just going to come in here a little bit more with it. Just put a little bit of shadow there for her nose. We're going to blend it in with my finger. There we go. That's better. Absolutely. Go to bed if you're going to fall asleep. Don't let me keep you up. And then we're using the salmon pink. That's the great thing about YouTube is even if you fall asleep during a live stream and you really wanted to watch it, you can always watch it back because it will be there forever. Well, or until I decide to take it down. Yeah, absolutely. Don't feel the need to stay. If you need to go to bed, go to bed. We promise not to hold you prisoner much. All right. We're going to take a little bit of this. this color here. Come in off of that with it. Come in through here with the green a little. And the peach. So I'm using salmon pink here. And a little bit of this one, which is the nectar. And I will blend these all together with a little bit of the light peach and then a little bit of the beige. Well, thank you, Brett. And then we're going to use that light peach. Just to blend it all together. Let me know if I get off screen. This book is a little bit larger than I'm used to. So trying to make sure I stay on the screen is a little more difficult. All right, then we're going to take that beige. One of the few things that I've learned with Prismas is keeping them dull when you're doing things like this, where you want those colors to blend together, is much better for what you're doing than sharpening the pencils to a sharp point. That's what I've learned with Prismas anyway. Okay. Yeah, I've printed it on gray tone paper. So this is a PDF that I have printed on the gray tone paper. All right, then we're going to come in with the peach instead of the salmon. We're going to start coming into that cheek a little more. And blending into that light tone there. Getting that yellow highlight there with the green. The gray tone paper is a fairly thin paper. It's not as heavy as cardstock, but it is an artist grade paper. Thank you, Sue. This is the Strathmore gray toned paper. Just coming in and blending that with the beige. And then we're going to come in with a pink for her cheek area there. So we're going to come in with blush pink. I do believe so, yeah. I can grab I have more of the paper. I can grab the book that is there. Just going to put some cheek area here. And then we're going to blend that in. So just give me a second here. So one thing with the Prismas is you have to be fairly patient with the blending of the colors, but it does come together sooner or later. Then we're going to take the Deco Peach. We're going to start blending that pink in. This is where it's kind of scary because you can see that the color is lifting or running out of tooth. And now this is the same paper that Monja uses when she colors on her paper. And her lesson to me the last time that she was here visiting on the channel was to keep on layering. Even when it does what it's doing right now, just keep on layering and blending. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to not be afraid of it because, yeah, right now I'm panicking. But we're going to keep on layering and blending. I don't know how she does it without panicking because right now I'm panicking, so. Oh yeah, it's not blooming yet because it hasn't had time to, but it is lifting, which is what's causing me to panic a little bit here. Like I said, I'm just gonna channel my inner Monja, and like I said, if it goes horribly, horribly wrong, what I will probably end up doing is reprinting it and going from there. That's only if it goes horribly, horribly wrong. So if you see a new page that isn't bound, you will know that I got very upset with it and tore it out of the book and threw it away. Yeah, the Strathmore Gray Toned is very nice paper. And it's quite toothy, but Prismas will use up the tooth of a page in no time. So you have to be very very brave when using Prismas because it will, I find it peels the color, and you have to keep on working it from what I was told. Monja has said, you just keep on layering, keep on layering, keep on layering. Now, she's been using Prismas forever and has the ability to just layer more and more and more colors on top of each other. I don't think I'm that talented. Yeah, it does work better with a light touch. If you try to put too heavy of a hand on it, you're then just smushing. And you can smush them together. I know a lot of people do. I am not one of those people that's really good at that smushing thing. All right, just bringing those colors together in all of the areas. Softening the edges of the cheeks here. And just using my finger to soften that blend and blend it together. Moving it around a little bit. Yeah, and I do the same thing, Blue. So, like I said, I've watched Monja do this. I cannot guarantee that I'm going to get this right. Um, I've used pretty much all the same colors that she did. She's used a couple more greens and a couple more oranges, and I have not even gotten to that point yet, and the paper is worrying me at this point. So I'm going to grab some mineral orange, and we're just going to bring it in through here, and we're going to blend that in with some of that purple. There, that's what I want. Okay. So I'm just going to put in the shadows now. And these are the deepest part of the shadows, just because I'm freaking out a little bit on the part of the face down here. So we're just going to put the shadows in, and then we're going to move down again and try to finish that area up down below. Like so. Yeah, if you smush with the Prismas from the get-go, it's going to be one and done. You're going to have one layer availability in your color. Yeah, definitely can use the workable fixative. Um, I don't use a workable fixative because I do find that the Prismas do move with liquid. So I do find that the workable fixative can move that color. And if you don't want that color to move, then it may not be the best solution for you. Make sure that you spray very, very little and from far away so that it doesn't, and let it dry completely before you move the paper. Otherwise, you're going to move that fixative in a way that you don't, or you're going to move the color in a way that you don't want it to move. So the color I'm using in the depths of the shadows here is mineral orange. And then I'm blending it out with that grayed lavender. Bringing it out into the rest of the face. Yes, it does work on Amazon paper. I'm going to sharpen this one. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like Prismas. They break so easily. And come in under the eye here. that shadow. And then we're going to bring in that gray lavender. We're going to bring that shadow down. And I'll come back through with the black to put the eyelashes back in. Yes, definitely don't spray it at -25. I don't think it's going to work very well for you. Okay, let's not throw the pencils around, Renee. The Krylon is what I use. I use a Krylon workable fixative. Do make sure that you put something behind your page. Don't spray too close to the page, and don't freak out when the page goes a little translucent until it dries. Those are the words of wisdom and experience that I can give you. I have done that and freaked right out because it did make the page a little translucent until it dried. But do make sure that you put a piece of cardstock or something behind the page. Just going through and putting in some defining shadows there. No, otherwise, it shouldn't take too long for the fixative to dry. As long as you spray it a little ways away from it, fixative will dry fairly quickly. But what I will suggest is that you don't put anything on it. You don't close the book until it's dry, because it will stick the pages together. It should dry fairly quickly though, because of what it's created with. So it'll be in an aerosol can, so it should dry fairly quickly. Okay. All right. Now we're just going to add a little bit more of a pink color here. And under here. Welcome back. Oh yeah, welcome back, Britt. Thank you. I don't know about stunning, but it's something. It is definitely something. All right. Now we're going to come down under here. And I'm using the salmon pink first of all. I'm blending into that cheek color here. And then bringing that down into her jawline. I don't know a lot of colorists that do horror things. I know that, and she doesn't stream as much anymore, but I know that she had a little bit on her channel, um, but I don't know if she took it down or not. But a lot of them I don't know too many that do. You can try DJ's Colorful Escape. She might have some. You can try um, oh shoot, what's her name? I just had it in the tip of my head and I can't get it out and it's going to bug me now, so hold on a sec. Just give me 2 seconds for my computer to catch up to my brain, and then I'll let you know who I'm thinking of here. So that was the salmon pink. Then we're going to tone that down with the beige. Color with Claire has some. Yes, Britt, thank you. Um, oh, has she? Okay. That's the book that she's talking about. Um, okay. Amy Ward Art. might have some good ideas for you as well. All right, well, have a good night there, Alex. Yeah, have a good sleep. Enjoy yourself. All right, and then we're going to take the peach. Yeah, that's the same with me, Shannon. I think I've done one or two horror things on my own. I haven't really done any on the channel, but every single time I do them, they turn out pretty. I can't do gory very well. Although I did do one of Kevin Teo's that turned out pretty good for gory. All right, then we're going to take that light peach. Yep, yep. Yeah, I love it when Shannon does creepy things because she always makes them so cute. Not gory, creepy, just cute and creepy. All right, then we're going to dust that off before I start dragging it across the entire page. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, males do prefer to have a little bit more creepy than cute. I can show you a couple of them that I have done that are on the creepier side. A gory kind of creepy. But I don't do a whole lot of them on the channel. And when I get the book, I'll be able to decide more how far I'm going to go into the gory side of it. Just coming through with that orange now. So this is the mineral orange. And come in through the nose area as well. Putting that shadow in there before I lose the shadows that Monja has put in there herself. Absolutely, yeah. So if you type in exclamation point Shannon, that will put Shannon's link in there for you. I think Amy's is exclamation point Amy Ward, but I could be wrong. It might just be exclamation point Amy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Amy is she's a really good colorist. And she does a lot of things that are very bright and dark all at the same time. So she can go really, really dark or really, really bright with her coloring. And she's really phenomenal with it. All right, so there we have half of her face done. Well, at least the start of half of her face done. I'm not quite happy with it, but we're just going to keep on going. I'm going to bring that orange in, make sure that we get the shadow under her lip. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Bob. Welcome, welcome. Just going to drag that down, soften it up a little bit. Like so. Then we're going to take, let's see, is eggshell the lightest or is, let's take a little bit of ginger root. I want to bring that peach tone down just a little bit. I'm looking at it and it looks a little too pink. So I'm going to bring some ginger root in and we're going to tone it down just a touch. It's just looking a little too pink. But we don't want it to look too yellow either, so. We don't want her to look jaundiced. All right, that's better. Yeah, I don't do a lot with food books. I do like some of Joanna's work. I'm not a huge fan of Joanna. I think out of all of the books that she's created, I think there's only two or three of them that I really, really enjoy. Um, I think she's a phenomenal artist, just not my style. I love what Emily does with her work. Wish I had the patience that Emily does with it, with doing everything so pastel. So I'm just going through and toning down a little bit of that pink and the orange of the peach tones. Yeah, she definitely has a style, absolutely. Yeah. My mom is absolutely phenomenal with Joanna's stuff as well, and it's just way too many leaves for me. Sometimes some of Joanna's stuff reminds me of mandalas, you know, rinse and repeat, and it just drives me crazy. Okay, we're going to come down through here a little bit. We're going to start down onto her chin area. She hasn't colored in quite some time. I have a couple of her pictures available. I can show you, but she hasn't sent me any pictures in quite some time. Um, she hasn't been doing a lot of coloring in the past few years. She's the reason why I started coloring. That and being sick, I couldn't do a whole lot of anything else. And when we were on doing family stuff and outings and whatnot, when I first got sick, I couldn't do a lot of it. So I would stay in the RV, and Bob bought me some pencils to sit in the RV with, and that's how I started coloring. All right, and then we're going to come in with the salmon pink. And he's been buying me pencils ever since. Yeah, the Castle Arts are a nice pencil. They're a good hard pencil. I do enjoy the Castle Art Golds. They are an oil-based pencil and they lay down very smooth. Then we're going to bring in the peach. Yeah, I wasn't fond of the pastel tints, I must admit. They are definitely not one of my favorites when it comes to the Castle Art pencils. I found they were way too waxy, like even waxier than Prisma's. Alright, I'm going to come through here, put the shadow in for her chin dimple here and under here. And we're going to blend that with the gray lavender. Then we're going to come in with the salmon pink. And blend it out even more, blending it into the other colors. We just want it to show that it's there. We don't want it to stand out like a sore thumb. Yeah, the macarons are nice. I like the Burtfuner macarons. I like the Holbein macaron colors. Um, and I like the Pastel Love. The Pastel Love are a very nice, harder macaron pencil comparative to the Holbeins and the Brutfuners, if you want those pastel colors. All right. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, so we've got almost half her face done now. Come around the lip here. Put that shadow back in there. Yes, I use the macarons for that as well. And then we're going to take that gray lavender. I'm going to sharpen it. Now, Shannon, yeah, I have the originals too. Shannon taught me that with your Prismacolors, if you sharpen them in a electric sharpener, it does stiffen them up a little bit, so you don't have that squish as much. And I am so grateful for that tip, because up until she actually taught me that, I really, really hated sharpening my Prismacolors because they would not sharpen very well, and they always broke off in my sharpener. So now I use an electric sharpener for them. Uh, uh, all right. And then we're going to use salmon pink. The ones I bought were called Brutfuner in their sale name. Now most of the Brutfuners, even when they are purchased from um, resellers, which is what it is it's a license to resell, and most of them hold true to the Brutfuner um, color charts. But you do have to be careful with that and make sure that you're buying from a reputable reseller, one that has the rights to resell, not somebody that is just reselling because they have the overstock. That's cheating, Britt. You can't go over and swatch Aspie's pencils. Aspie needs to do it. Aspie's going, shut up, Renee. I know you're fine with cheating. Swatching is a fantastic way to get to know your pencil set. I know you don't want to get to know them that well. Exactly. Swatching is a very good way to get to know your pencils. That's what I do. That's how I get to know them when I get a new set, is by swatching them. And with the swatch charts that I have, that's the reason why I have the little pictures on my swatch charts, so that I can test the blendability on something that I know I'm going to color at some point. I know I'm going to color some flowers at some point. I know I'm going to color butterflies at some point. So coloring the pictures that I have on my swatch charts does make it easier to get to know how well they blend and get to know how well they're going to lay down for me. Now, I always print my swatch charts on the same type of paper, so it does take a little bit of getting used to when you start coloring on like Amazon paper or something with a set of pencils. You won't get the same feel on your printed paper as you would on Amazon paper. So That's the only downside to PDF swatches is you're not going to have the same um, ability to test the pencils for Amazon paper. Absolutely, we all have our favorite sets, definitely. I don't have favorites, I just have ones I color with more. All my sets are my favorite. Just saying. I don't hold favorites. Just getting those shadows in there. Defining that eyebrow and eyelid. She would too. I've got to get Aspie to write me a swatching um, song, put it to some music so that I can do my swatches by it when I do reviews. I love Abby's or Aspie's poems. They always cheer me up every single time. All right, well, we have spent 2 hours on half a face. So we are coming close to the end of our time, so I'm not going to do much more than her eye here. Um, that's the thing about the way that I'm trying to do this is unfortunately it takes a little bit of time to get this finished. Tuco, if you want, I can grab the books of the pages that I have colored that are a little bit on the creepier side. Like I said, I don't normally color them on screen here, but I have colored a couple. If you want to see them, I will be happy to share them with you. I just want to get this eye here done. And I do want to color her eyes themselves before they creep me out. Because dead eyes creep me out. So we are going to color her eyes just to make sure that they can stop creeping me out now. All right, so I'm going to take this one here. And a little bit of this one. And this one. All right, so we're going to do her eyes and then I'll grab those. Yeah, I do enjoy a good glowing object. All right, so we're going to take the sky blue light. Is the first color we're going to use here. And then the next color we're going to use is electric blue. inditherone blue. Then we're going to come back with that medium blue here. And then the pale blue again. Like so. And we're going to take our black. We're going to come in through there. Then we're going to take the white and we're going to go in through here. Like so. And then we're going to take a little bit of gray. So if you do exclamation point Discord, it will give you the Discord link. So this is 30% cool gray. And come into that with the white again. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side. Come through with that blue, that light blue. Yes, that was fun. And then we're going to come back through with the electric blue. And then the number 208, which is the inditherone blue. Tease that out a little bit with the electric blue. And then the sky blue light. And then the black. And I'll put the white in here. And in here. Then we're going to come through here with the white. And then the gray. Then come back through with the white. Okay. That's better. At least the eyes aren't staring at me dead. All right, I'm going to zoom you out so you can see the mess all together. And then I'll grab that book and show you the pages that I was able to get done that are, somewhat classified as creepy. All right. I think it's in this book. Must be in this one. I may have printed it off. Okay, I know what book it's in. This one. Yeah. And then this one, I do believe. There it is. All right. All right, so Tuco. This is one of the gory ones that I've done. This is Kevin Teo art, and that's about as creepy as I get. So this is one of the creepy ones. The other creepy one that I've done, that's this one here. And that's about as creepy as that gets. And this is a Momo girl, love letters. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, is that'd be cute. So, like I said, I don't do horribly creepy. I do creepy, kind of cute, kind of creepy, but yeah. So those are the ones that I've done that are somewhat classified as creepy. All right, so I will finish up her face, maybe. hopefully before Saturday. I will probably finish it up on Thursday and try to get her face all finished up for us. Yeah, it depends upon my mood, absolutely. All right, guys, I do thank you all very much for coming and hanging out and spending some time with me. I definitely do appreciate you doing that. And of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. Awesome, Mona. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I know you've been lurking, but I do appreciate you being here. The same with you, Catherine. Absolutely. Of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Of course, until next time, bye bye for now.